If you are looking for some kitchen cleaning motivation, you have come to the right place. Today you get mega kitchen cleaning motivation. And we are going to start today by cutting up some rags from an old towel because I have lots of cleaning to do, and until my Amazon order of bar mops comes in, I do not have nearly enough rags because they keep disappearing. So I bought a huge amount of them from Amazon and I'm just waiting for them to come in. But until then, this towel will do. So let's rip up these rags and get to cleaning. I have tons of stuff that I had to do today. Some reorganizing, some small things, some laundry, cleaning the laundry area, the floors, the countertops, behind the dishwasher, the refrigerator, the stove, the front of the stove, the front of the refrigerator, the microwave. You get the idea. Just a little bit of everything today was on the agenda, and let's just say I powered through it and got it all cleaned up. Well, until supper rolled around, and then you know how it goes. Back to dishes, back to cleaning up. But let's just say the kitchen is far cleaner today than it was at the start, because at the start it was pretty much atrocious. I'm just going to store my rags in this cute little pink basket, throw these scraps away, and we are going to start off by cleaning the stove. Aha! What is in this bottle? It doesn't look like something I would normally use, does it? You're correct. What is in this bottle, and there was a lesson learned later on, but I didn't know at the time, but it still worked fine. What is in this bottle is water and vinegar and peppermint Castile soap. It is a natural and non-toxic cleaner. Did you know that with Castile soap you can brush your teeth? That is how non-toxic it is. Now, would I say it would be good to eat? No, but you can wash your fruits and veggies in it if you rinse them off. You can do laundry with it. You can basically do anything you want with it when it comes to cleaning. Cleaning kids, cleaning dogs, cleaning your car, cleaning your dishes, cleaning anything. Castile soap is your thing to run to because it literally can get rid of so many products in your house. And today I do get rid of some of my products. That's one thing that I forgot to add to my list of things that I did. I did get rid of a bunch of products. Did I get rid of them all? No. Because why? Because some jobs maybe do need those little bit of a chemical boost, but everything, no. I also didn't get rid of them all because I know hubby will ask about them, and if he just happens to want furniture polish or some air spray, I really don't want to tell him that I just tossed them out the door, although I would like to. I can tell you that usually I itch like crazy while I'm cleaning, spraying all these sprays, and today that really didn't happen, other than my allergies from going in and out the door. If you notice, I'm cleaning the glass on the stove with this. It did not leave streaks. I'm going to clean the front of my refrigerator with this. It didn't leave streaks. I'm telling you, this stuff is like magic. I have been washing my hands with this for a very long time. That's what I use in my kitchen soap pump, and the only slight problem that I have with it in my soap pump is it'll harden up if it's not used for a little while, so it does often have to be washed off. But see how shiny that stove is? I'm telling you, the stuff, gentle but effective. And no, I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not getting anything from telling you this other than the fact that you can, stop spending so much money on so many different products. And the funniest thing is today, when I was making this video, my daughter-in-law messaged me and she asked me about Castile soap for washing your face, that she heard that it was good as a face wash. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm making a video about this as we speak. I said, yes, you can use it for face wash or anything that you like. So, there we go. And my stove is nice and clean. And we are going to next move along to my spice racks and get them all wiped down. I'm also going to wipe down the spices themselves so that they get cleaned up, because they're right next to my stove where it's super greasy. And I will tell you that my wonderful mixture powered through the refrigerator, which sits right next to the stove, which oftentimes is greasy. And it powered right through everything. So what does this mean for me, my channel, my cleaning, and so forth? Because I know that everybody has their favorite products. I'm not going to say that I don't. I do want to start cleaning with more natural products, Castile soap being one of them. Now, do I think I can replace everything? I don't know. It's going to depend. But I do want to come up with some cleaning solutions that will be effective and will work and not make me feel like I'm constantly feeling sick. After that night when I cleaned my bathroom with all those fumes, I really started thinking about what we're actually breathing in. And I really want to make some changes. And the problem is, I know that hubby is going to be a little slower to come on board, but I think eventually I can turn him away from some of the things that we do often that are probably not good for us. Candles and air sprays and wax melts and so forth. We all know that that stuff really isn't very healthy. But it's going to take a while. But if we can just make slow changes and slowly change the way we do things, maybe we can regain some of our health. And while I'm on the subject of health and whatever, there is a mole on the corner of my mouth that I picked at, and it's looking pretty terrible today. I need to learn to leave my face alone. I've been washing my face with Dial soap, and I think I'm going to start using the Castile soap and see if it levels out the pH in my face, because I think that the Dial soap is actually very aggravating to my skin, and maybe we'll not have to pick at it so much. Hopefully. But we're going to take a quick break from me talking at you here for a minute, and we are going to listen to some music, and I will be back shortly. The best way to get a clean space is to clear your space off so that you're not picking up and moving things, and you can just straight up clean and get things done. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. I am spraying it down, wiping it down. I'm going to wipe the walls down. I need to move my knives. But you get the picture. I just sprayed my knife, so I had to take it down. And I'm spraying up above and the cabinets and so forth and so on, so that I can wipe everything down. Although there is a little area at the bottom that I cannot get clean without a toothbrush, I think I need to use some caulking and fill that little area in so that nothing gets caught in there anymore, and then repaint it. I still have not painted that cabinet. I've got to get that done. The hubby just came home the other day with some plastic sheeting because mine was all used when my son did the rocker panels on my car. So that's something that I'll be able to do here. Just tape it off and get it rolled out and done. And I will probably try to do that within the next video or two. What's new here? What's not new, actually, is hubby's hives are still terrible. I hate to say, I think he's getting used to them. And there's something new here that nobody has pointed out yet, and that is the knobs on my on my cabinet. I decided, after all, to put them up and enjoy them. Are they everybody's choice? Probably not, but I love them, so therefore they stay. The countertop is going to be a bit delayed. I ended up getting my table, and then I had incurred a couple of unexpected bills, and also got some fall decor, so the cabinet countertops can wait. They're not terrible. I do need to caulk in my sink, though, because it is getting underneath the cabinet wet. So that needs to be done, and I think, whoops, there goes my light. I think maybe in the next month or two, I will work on the countertops. There's a lot of little things that we need to grab before we can just throw the countertops on. So we want to make sure to do it correctly if we're going to do it. Unlike whoever laid in this countertop, which is not laid in correctly, so... Right. If you're wondering where I got my shirt from, I bet you can already guess. It is a Temu buy. It just came in the other day, same day that my dining room table came in, which is a small table with benches. I did not put it in this video. I may put it in the very end just so you guys can get a quick glimpse of it, but I forgot to add it into this video because it was so long with all the cleaning. And here I am tackling some dishes, and I'm going to wash out that side of the sink. And I've been noticing lately that my dishwasher is not getting my dishes as clean as they were. So it clearly needs a good cleaning. I thought I could get away with just running some vinegar through it with my dishwasher tablet. But that did not help, so I had to do a full-on cleaning of it, and I should have known better. The lazy way is probably not the best way. And you are looking at some of my new cleaning supplies: vinegar, hydrogen peroxide. My Castile soap is around somewhere, and I am washing down my dish rack, and I'm getting ready to tackle some dishes. What is new? We have lightly started school again. Bella has discovered that she loves the game that I bought. It's a Scholastic game, and it's called Race Across the States. And it comes with cards that give you questions about each state, and you try to collect you get 6 or 8 cards that have states on them, and you roll the dice and you try to land on your state, and then you get asked a question, and if you can answer it, you get to put your card on your big mat that shows the color, the corresponding color that goes with the state. So she has been loving playing that. In fact, she's been requesting to play it every single night. That and some Uno, and we've been doing some adult coloring books and things like that. So when I say lightly stepping into school, it's just getting in a pattern of doing something again that is educational, even if it's fun. Sometimes the best learning is done when you're having fun. Let me see. School up here, starts a little bit earlier than it does in other parts of Maine because we have harvest season and the kids get 2 extra weeks of school off because oftentimes the teens and even some of the younger kids will go out into the fields and pick potatoes. Now, I don't know if all farms still do hand picking of potatoes, but I do know that they do put teens and kids sometimes to work helping with the potato harvest up here. It's a huge, big deal. And when we first moved up here, my husband and sons all worked on a potato farm for a while, for a season, and my husband ran he hooked the machine that sorted things out up to the truck and up to the conveyor belt, and my boys were pulling rocks off and bad potatoes and so forth and so on. So we got into the potato culture a little bit. In here I'm cleaning out my sink. It's probably pretty dirty because it hasn't been washed out in a little bit because of the simple fact that it's been underneath the dish drainer, so it doesn't get washed out as often. But here you see that I sprinkled a little bit of baking soda, which is actually kind of a funny thing. I just pulled that baking soda out of my freezer, and it's one of those refrigerator freezer packs. And I don't know what they do to the baking soda in those boxes, but it's very weird. I need to get some regular baking soda. It just almost has like a salty feel to it, unless it's just because it's absorbed moisture and stuff. I don't know. But it still did the job. It cleaned the sink up along with the Castile soap. My kitchen today smelled so pepperminty. It was heavenly.
Don't listen to what everyone else says. Take your time. You're not their mess. Yeah, you might not be at your best, but it's fine. I don't mind telling truths when you need to hear them, and be kind when that's what you prefer. How about when you can't see a way out, help you fight and let you know that it won't always be this way. You will get there someday. Don't take this the wrong way. I'm on your side through the worst days. I just have to say I miss my best friend, seeing her smile. Still, I don't mind telling truths when you need to hear them, and be kind when that's what you prefer. How about when you can't see a way out, help you fight and let you know that it won't always be this way. You will get there someday, babe. Feel the sun on your face, love, just hold on a minute. This part is nearly finished. You'll get a fresh start.
It is time to tackle this coffee bar. As I clean, things get moved around and everything just got plopped on here, and I'm going to move all this stuff out of the way and I'm going to get this cleaned up. And I have to ask, how many of you have a coffee bar or a corner of your counter that's just for where you make your coffee or your tea or hot chocolate or whatever? You know, it's funny. When I was first watching YouTube and somebody, I believe it was, who was I watching back then? I believe it was Love Meg, first introduced me to the idea of a coffee bar. And I always thought that it was just so weird. And I don't even know why, but just it seemed over the top. And my daughter-in-law was also watching her. I introduced her to Love Meg, and we both used to watch her. And she said, "You need to have a coffee bar." And I said, "No, I don't need a coffee bar." And it was a couple of Christmases ago, or maybe even last Christmas, that I set one up. And it was a hot chocolate bar. And I used my Keurig and set it up. And the idea kind of stuck with me. Even though I had taken it down, I kept thinking to myself, geez, I'd really like to have an area that is just dedicated to coffee and tea and having all the stuff right there that you need and being able to decorate it and, do all the things. And the island that I bought ended up being the perfect space for this. And there's my little tomato plant that I'm growing in my plant pot, and it's very tiny and stunted. We're going to be moving some stuff around over here too, over where the microwave is on my other unit of, what am I trying to say? Goodness. On my bar where I put my, what am I looking for? The word. Sideboard. That's what this is. That's what it was called when I ordered it. And it was originally a coffee bar in my dining room. And we have a delivery. Greg ordered some things and they are here. So I went out to grab that for him. And then I'm going to come back to cleaning up my microwave area. And you're going to see that I'm going to make a little bit of a change in where things are. And I think that this will work out just fine. So I'm going to wipe the microwave down and I'm going to slide it over and I'm going to put my mixer, my KitchenAid, right beside it. Some people might think that it's a little crowded over here, but I would rather the crowding be on a space that is specifically for something rather than my one real prep area. As you'll notice as the video moves on, that I leave my countertop pretty much bare. And I am putting a cup of water in this microwave to run for 4 minutes. And that will steam up the inside of the microwave so everything is easier to wipe down. That is the easiest way in the world to clean your microwave. And so I'm going to wipe the side of everything down, and I am going to go get my mixer and wipe that down too. And there's Miss Lulu watching Mom to see what she's doing and to see if there might just be a crumb dropped on the floor. And I have to say there is going to be quite a bit of music included in this video today because this is an extra long video. I didn't realize how long it had gotten, but I'm just going to make it all into one big long video, and you guys can watch it a little here and there if you need to, or just pick the parts you like, or whatever you need to do. But the music's got to be included because if not, I would lose my voice, and that would not be a good thing. And I am moving the picture that I originally hung somewhere else over here. This picture is something that my daughter, Chelsea, bought me years and years and years ago, either for a birthday present or a Mother's Day present. And it's a homemade bread recipe inside a picture frame, and I have never actually tried to make the recipe that's on this picture because I have my one bread recipe that I really mostly use, but I always have kept it with me, and every time I've moved, it's moved right along with me. And I had a picture that I gave to her, and she, not too long ago, lost it in some moves. It was a picture that said something like fresh apples or apples for sale, and it was on slate. And I am looking for another one for her because she lost it during some moves, and it's something that she had had for years and years, just like I have my homemade bread picture. I don't know what's up with the face that I'm making, but I'm letting you know that the microwave stopped, and I'm going to give it 5 minutes to steam up, and then I'm going to wipe it down. And let's get the front of the fridge, right? So, using my same cleaning solution that I made to clean the front of the fridge. And I have to say, it left it pretty shiny, and I'll tell you why I think that is. Castile soap has vegetable and plant-based oils in it, so therefore it's kind of sealing the refrigerator, the stainless steel, in, just like some people will put baby oil or other types of things on their stainless steel. Well, I think the soap sort of acts in the same way, except it's doing it with something that's vegetable based. This curtain is coming down, not because I don't want it up here anymore, but I do need to get my curtain rod changed out because it's not sliding good for me. And also, a while back, Bella dropped some ketchup out of the fridge and the cover broke, and ketchup went everywhere, including way up onto the top of the curtain as I'm showing you. Yep, there it is, and it was on the wall and just everywhere. And you're going to see, in fact, that there was a spot on the wall that had ketchup on it, and I used the stuff that's beside me, the cleaning spray beside me, to try to wash it off, and it didn't take it off. And I'm like, oh. And I tried my stuff, and it took it right off. So I guess that sort of tells you. And we have switched our detergent to Free and Clear. It's Purex, but I think he should have gone with the All, but the Purex is fine for now. And instead of fabric softener, I'm going to be using distilled white vinegar. There's Trevor. He ran to the store for his dad. And yeah, I'm going to be using distilled white vinegar and the Free and Clear to see if it doesn't help with Greg's hives, which we don't really think it's the detergent, but we figured it can't hurt. We really think that what's going on is it's heat-related sweat or something like that causing it. But again, who knows? It could be anything. Hopefully once the heat clears up in the house, I mean, we keep the air conditioner running, but sometimes you just get hot regardless. But hopefully once it cools off and things are drier, I think the humidity is playing a huge part in it. Hopefully his hives will clear up and he can stop itching, or he's going in to get some blood work done, which is what the ER doctor told him to do. So hopefully between all of this stuff, it can either get figured out or they can just go away on their own and hopefully not return. And hiding behind curtain number 1, I'm pulling out a bunch of stuff that was in beside the dryer that had fallen out of baskets or just been tossed over beside there, because I did have a basket there, but the wet cloths were getting it kind of gross, so I need to find a better solution for storing my cloth, something that's not cloth or vinyl, because it made the basket moldy. Even after just a day, the humidity here is just ick. So Even my laundry, I've actually been storing it out on the front porch just to keep it aired out so nothing gets gross. Back to the dishwasher again and putting some dishes away. And putting my measuring cup in the wrong drawer because that goes to a totally different set. I think Bella had it in with some dog food to measure the dog food out. And yep, I'm getting plates and bowls put away. And now I'm putting another load in here. Now the load that I did came out okay. This load is not going to come out okay. In fact, it's less than okay, because when it's done, you're going to see me rinsing it and everything else, the dishes and everything else. So the dishwasher does need to be cleaned. Now it is time to get this dishwasher wiped out, freshened up, and cleaned. And yes, I am spraying it with my cleaning solution as well, just to remove some of the grease and grime and gross. So today is early Saturday morning for me when I'm doing this voiceover. What are you going to do with your Saturday? I don't know what we're doing yet. We may go to the Amish farmers market, and they are going to be having watermelon and some other things. Bella and her pop went and grabbed cucumbers and a zucchini, and that came out nice and clean, and green beans and corn and some other stuff. What else? Oh, some homemade blueberry jam, and it is so good. Her and I both tried a little taste of it, and I was telling Trevor that I think it would taste so good heated up on vanilla ice cream. So maybe the next time I'm out today, possibly, I might grab a little bit of vanilla ice cream and we can have a nice treat tonight with that jam heated up and just poured over the ice cream. Yum. So, gonna get this side of the sink cleaned out. Seems to be the theme of the day. And instead of waiting for the dishwasher, since I'm behind on dishes, I'm going to wash these, get them rinsed off, and put away.
Take a deep breath. This is the only way you'll ever find out that it won't always be this way. You will get there someday, babe. Feel the sun on your face. Visit Paris or Broadway and chill out on Sundays. It won't always be this way.
I do have to say I am kind of bummed because I cleaned out a good portion of my refrigerator, and these were bowls that I took out that had leftovers in them, and I did a lot of cleaning in my refrigerator, and you're only going to get to see the portion that I do afterwards, which is I clean the doors out and so forth, but I lost the footage somehow to when I cleaned the other part, and I did use my spray that I made inside the refrigerator. I have no worries or qualms about using that in there. It's all very natural stuff, and these dishes, like I said, that I'm washing are had leftovers in them, and I'm actually washing them with my Castile soap, and I gotta say that it really took any greasiness or residue right out of them. But my refrigerator was getting pretty yuck inside and overfull, so it was really nice today to just go through it and get everything out of it that didn't belong or didn't need to be there anymore, and to get it all cleaned up. And at least I did get the portion with cleaning the doors and stuff up so that you guys could see that part. Plus I put my cucumbers and my corn in, and I give you an overview of what the refrigerator looks like now. I should have given you this, I did have the shot of what it looked like before, but like I said, that footage disappeared into nowhere land. So though I'm disappointed, at least you do get to see some portion of it.
You will get there someday, babe. Feel the sun on your
Though I didn't pull my bins out, I did give this refrigerator a really good scrubbing down, including the seals around the edges of the door and the sides and so forth. It really was needing it badly, so it was good to just get that all freshened up and cleaned and not looking like a disaster every time I opened it or having things fall out. There is one weird thing I've noticed with this Hisense refrigerator that I've never noticed with any other refrigerator before, unless the seam, I keep calling it a seam, unless the seal was really old, which the seal in this, has done this right from day one. You oftentimes have to really close the refrigerator by hand and make sure that it's shut, or it will reopen itself. It seems like the seals have never completely created a suction. Has anybody else ever had a problem with a newer refrigerator like that? It's still a problem to this day, 5 years later, but it stays closed, but it just seems like it doesn't have that suction that most refrigerators have. I have to tell you guys, I am so excited for my fall decor to come in. I bought some new stuff and I am really, really excited for it to come in. One item came in and they are some throw pillow covers. Yes, I could have made them on my own, but I decided that I just thought these were too cute to pass up. I will tell you guys, I'm going to stay with the more traditional oranges and browns and yellows and colors like that really lend to fall, because those are classic and they are my favorite. Although I was thinking about going with that sagey, celery, greenish white color and white, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Even though I think it looks super pretty, I just really could not bring myself to do it, because for me, the browns and yellows and oranges and reds really are fall to me. But these pillow covers came in and they are so cute. They are orangey brown and they are like a velvety material, but it's somehow etched into them little pumpkins, and they are just so cute, and I cannot wait to get them on my couch. But I'm trying to be patient and wait for everything, or at least most everything else, to come in so that I can decorate my table and my coffee bar and, a few other little places underneath my TV stand. And, I will really, really be so happy to get the stuff in so that I can get it all out and put out. I am so excited for fall. Even though we still have fairly warm temperatures, I cannot wait to move on to the next season, because summer with the humidity is terrible for me. Not to mention, I've acquired some fall sweaters and things like that too, so all the fall things. And I can't wait for pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice everything except Cheerios. I never really did like those. For those of you who love fall, what are your favorite things about fall? For me, it's getting back to baking bread and to making soups and stews and putting pumpkin spice creamer in my coffee and seeing all the fall decorations. My neighbor across the way always decorates her yard so pretty for fall. And my other neighbor has a new apple tree that's growing, and I've been every day watching his apples get bigger and redder, and they're just so pretty. They're so red they look like gems on the tree. He's really making me want to get my own apple tree maybe next spring and get it planted, because his has taken off so quickly. You would think it would take so long before they produced any fruit, but his has grown. It's doubled in size in just from last summer to now, and it's already producing fruit. I mean, the apples are a little bit on the small side, but it looks like they might be Macintosh. I'd have to ask him, but he is an excellent gardener. Last fall he brought us over potatoes and corn and radishes and all kinds of things, and it was actually really nice because it all went to great use. It's really nice when you have a neighbor like that. Not only is he good in that way, but he likes to mind his own business just like we do, and that makes for a great neighbor. I'll tell you, I have been having the worst time this summer with this raccoon that we have out here, getting into the trash cans and dumping them over and dragging trash all over the lawn. It's gotten to the point that it's super, super annoying, especially when you find your mail halfway down the street. But I think I've actually fooled the raccoon, because I drove some fence stakes, which are, the ones that you connect to the metal fencing. Look at the size of that cucumber. Huge. The Amish really know how to grow veggies. Zucchini, just yum. Anyway, so I had some metal fence post stakes. They're the green ones that they sell that go with the cheaper fencing to like keep chickens in or something like that. And I took a few of those and put them down through the handles of the trash cans and drove them into the ground. So now when we take the trash to the curb, we have to lift it up over the fence stakes to get them down, so the raccoons can't knock them over because they're being held up by the handle and the fence stake so that they can't be knocked down. And here I'm just putting away all my produce that Greg brought home the other day from the farm stand. And I cooked him a piece of corn tonight because he wanted some. And I will tell you, that was the most beautiful, bright yellow corn I have ever seen in my life. Now, I've cooked a lot of corn, but this stuff, I'm telling you, was completely different than anything I've ever opened up before, except when I was a little girl and there was a cornfield out behind us, and we used to pick it right off the cornstalk out my bedroom window. And here's an overview of the now clean refrigerator. Much better. Now to get these bowls put away. Your girl here is losing her voice, so I'm going to switch over to a little bit of music and get myself a hot cup of coffee.
I saw the ending before the movie was done. I got thick skin because I've been burned before. I got baggage that you don't know of. Learn the hard way not to trust anyone. I'm not letting anyone get too close. I'm a wild one, I'm alright, love on my own. You probably think I'm hurting, but darling, I'll be fine. It's just a little heartbreak, when heartbreak fades with time. You probably think I'm broken, I swear that I'm alright. It's just a little heartbreak, and heartbreak fades with time. You probably think I'm hurting, right? But cowgirls don't cry. Ooh. I saw the red flags before giving you a chance. I said no, I turned you down before we even got to dance. I have demons that I don't really show. Learn the hard way not to trust anyone. I'm not letting anyone get too close. probably think I'm hurting, but darling, I'll be fine. It's just a little heartbreak, and heartbreak fades with time. You probably think I'm broken, I swear that I'm alright. It's just a little heartbreak, and heartbreak fades with time. You probably think I'm hurting. Ooh, cowgirls don't cry.
Though it's sped up, you're going to see that I'm sorting through all of my cleaning stuff. And eventually I figure out that what I'm going to do is the stuff that I do keep that's not natural or safer or more non-toxic is going to go on the top shelf. The stuff that is toxic, not good for you, so forth and so on, is going to go on the bottom. It's going to be used sparingly and eventually phased out. I know there's a lot of it. There are some things that are tried and true and I do want to keep, but for the most part, I'm going to be phasing it out. I really want to try to not have the air in my home be more toxic than stepping outside in a city. And that's exactly what it is. But I did get rid of a whole bag of stuff. I can definitely fit more things into my cabinet, which is nice. I really wish that there were not so many other cleaning things that I kept, but I'm glad that I did because we had a problem with our toilet last night, and let's just say that the bathroom needed a thorough cleaning. I don't even want to go there with that topic, but it was just a mess, and I am glad that I had something on the toxic side to clean it up with. So here I'm just sweeping up the floor, which, the rug had been down. I took the rug up because it did get some blueberry stain on it. I sprayed it with some stain treating and it faded by this morning, and now it just needs to be washed. I'm going to suck all this up with my vacuum and get around the edges really well. And next on the agenda will be to wash the floor. And as you can see, I have supper started. Greg wanted some corn and he had hot dogs that he had bought. And I made him some mashed potatoes and something else. He had something else, but anyway, and the kids and I ended up eating rigatoni and meat sauce with garlic bread, which is a favorite, as you know. And here I am trying out my dishwasher again, and I am happy to report that all the dishes came out very clean. So whatever was caught up in that filter is no longer an issue. I cleaned that sucker real good with a toothbrush and hot soapy water, and then ran a cycle with just vinegar in the dishwasher, and it came out spotless and is working super well. If you've made it this far in this super long video, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I hope that this video gave you some motivation or entertainment or something. Until the next one, happy cleaning. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.